All right, now y'all know it's a whole bunch of stuff that happens on social media that I don't really waste my time with. It's a whole lot. This image here went out, and initially I didn't pay any attention to it. I didn't, because people say stupid stuff all the time. Happens all the time. Then I was sitting again, like I say, so this dude, go back. This is some dude. His name is Wayne Walker, I think, something like that. Is that the actual one? Okay, all right. So no, that's not it. That's not it. So he's on Twitter. He's also on Facebook, and so the initial post actually was on Facebook. And again, the guy's name is Wayne Walker, and so he posted that particular image there. And let's see, you guys, do you see my computer? Okay, so this is the actual original post. This guy Wayne Walker. Okay, so he posts this, and so he goes, Syndey Carter, women's basketball coach, is her outfit appropriate as a basketball coach? That's the question he threw out. So I'm totally ignoring it. And then somebody hit me and they said, Roland, what you think about them talking about Syndey? I was like, hold up, from A&M? So Syndey Carter played on the Texas A&M 2010 national championship team. I was actually at the game, huge supporter of them, so familiar with Syndey. Obviously, you see me rocking my Texas A&M gear. And so I hit her up and I said, hey, would you like to talk about this? Because a lot of folks have been weighing in, lighting into homeboy. And he actually sent me a tweet. I can't believe y'all making all this noise, because I asked a simple question. Well, that question has pissed a lot of people off. She has not talked publicly about this. She said she definitely wanted to come on. So welcome to the show, Syndey Carter. What up, Syndey?
Hi.
Of course, it's been a long time since I've seen you, and of course, running with your running buddy Syndey Colson, that crazy girl. So you're there in player development at Texas A&M with the women's basketball team, helping with recruiting as well. And so let's talk about this here. A lot more people know you today than know the role you played on helping A&M win the national title in 2010. So let's first just talk about what your life has been like for the past few days.
I mean, I just wanted to wear my turtleneck and pink pants, like I do every game. But it's been, I won't say overwhelming, because it hasn't been overwhelming. I really have not really cared much about if somebody has anything to say about what I wear, because I post every game outfit. But it's been interesting, to say the least, because I just didn't think, this was something that I do every time, like I said, so I just didn't think that it would happen like this. I saw it happening and I was just like, I just got on pants and a shirt.
And we're showing some of those collage of some of your outfits. And yeah, if you look at your Instagram page and your Twitter page, you have photos of you wearing all kinds of different outfits. But what really bugged folks, a lot of people, and I'm talking about, there have been comments on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. In fact, when I posted the other day that we were going to be having this conversation, I think it generated, almost, 1,500 comments all over. Folks who were just weighing in and who were talking about, this whole deal, and they would just say it makes no sense whatsoever. And you've had folks who said that, this is 7,498 hearts, more than almost 1,700 comments, and a lot of people were angry because it's the policing of women's bodies, black women's bodies. That's what we heard a lot.
Yeah, and this is not, the thing is I'm not the first woman to wear heels on the sideline. I'm not the first woman to put on leather pants on the sideline. But I just feel like, just take the fact of that I'm black out of it. Just as a woman in general, no one's ever going to be satisfied completely with what we do. I saw so many people saying she needs to be wearing sweats and tennis shoes on the sideline, or people say all the time, women in sports, y'all are too manly. That's why we don't like to watch the women's game. But now I'm dressing feminine, and y'all are not satisfied with that either. For me personally, I'm just not in the business of doing things that if you're intimidated by my confidence and the fact that I'm unapologetically myself, that I'm not going to diminish my light at the end of the day because you're uncomfortable with the fact that I'm confident in myself. So that's just the reason that I felt like I haven't needed to say anything or to respond to anybody that has anything negative to say. Obviously, I appreciate the support. The women's basketball community and just women in general have banded around me, and I mean it's been overwhelming for me to see. But at the end of the day, game 23 was yesterday, and I came out with a full two-piece leather outfit on and my leather pumps because I'm not going to change. I mean, today in practice, if you go down my Instagram, you'll see I even wear skirts and tops and cute shoes just to practice because that's what I'm comfortable in. I mean, today I'm wearing, since everybody had a problem with the pink pants, I got a pink skirt on today at practice because that's just what I do. That's what I'm comfortable in. I'm not going to change my nails. I'm not going to change my hair. This is just me.
The reason this is also an issue because the reality is women face this in other fields. Okay, if you're working in a law firm, watch what you're wearing, in television, in engineering. And so you have folks who are judging women based upon what they wear as opposed to what they're saying, what they're doing. And to your point, look, I've watched women's basketball games. I've seen other head coaches in leather skirts, white women, not just African-American. And so, I don't know whether this dude was going, ooh, the pants are too tight or whatever. And I've even had some people show photos of Cheryl Miller when she was the coach, wearing baggy pants and jackets. And here's the whole deal. Okay, if she's comfortable in that, that's her.
That's her, yeah. But I think, taking it back to just the fact that I'm a black woman, being a coach is being in a power position. And people can't handle when a black woman is educated and actually looks good and is actually doing her job. So at the end of the day, if I'm wearing sweats or if I'm wearing my pink pants and my turtleneck, the job is going to get done at the end of the day. And the people that I work with and my university respect what I do. And I have never gotten a compliment. I mean, I've never gotten somebody say, you need to stop wearing that, or this is not a part of the dress code. I never intended to break barriers. I never intended to create a lane for people. I just wanted to wear what I am comfortable in at the end of the day. So, I just think people are intimidated by black people in power positions that are not afraid to be confident and stand on what they stand on at the end of the day.
Pull up my panel here, Michael, Kelly, as well as Matt. Kelly, question and comment for Syndey?
So when I first saw the picture, I didn't even understand what the issue was. And then I saw who actually posted it. And if I looked like him, I'd have an issue too, because really at the end of the day, the issue is not what you were wearing. It's the fact that he liked what you were wearing and he can never even be at your level because he looks like a frayed Q-tip. And my other point being, frankly, if you were shaped like a crab leg, this would not be an issue.
Facts.
This would not be an issue. So could you talk about how... And you and I both can relate to this, how instead of policing the creeps, they police our bodies instead, and how you dress doesn't have anything to do with your job.
Yeah, I mean, I can't, at the end of the day, I can't leave my curves at home when I go to work. So it doesn't matter if I have a box to work. You're black women, at the end of the day, we are built different. We have curves. And that's not a knock to any other race or anything, but at the end of the day, black people are known for their culture of being curvy women or, just setting trends in general. But at the end of the day, my resume will speak for itself. And I have accomplished things, from here to here when it comes to what I've done on the basketball floor. So I've never felt like I needed to defend whether I'm credible in doing my job or not. So at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't matter if I chose to wear a pair of Adidas sweats and tennis shoes on the floor, or if I decide to wear my clear heels. At the end of the day, I'm going to get my job done because that's what I'm going to do regardless of what I'm wearing.
Michael.
Hey, Syndey, thanks for coming on and sharing this with us. So, yeah, you know, this is with social media, it really feeds into this problem of judging women's bodies. It takes it to a whole nother level, okay, which really can cause self-esteem issues and body shaming, body issues with especially with African-American women. So you have, you know, I wasn't familiar with the story before seeing it, preparing for today's show. You've worn a number of different outfits, suits, skirts, things like that. So I think people really need to get over this. But I saw here that is it true that your outfit was pink for breast cancer awareness? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Can you talk about that for a little bit and why you and wearing pink and what breast cancer awareness means to you, if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, typically everybody knows all around NCAA basketball, we always have a week allotted for a team, and you wear pink in honor of breast cancer and breast cancer survivors. And I actually purchased these pants 3 years ago, so thank God I can still fit into them.
That's real.
Yes.
We're supporting the cause of bringing awareness to breast cancer. So I hope that, one, this has done that. But I mean, breast cancer, obviously it hits home. And a lot of people actually don't know men can suffer from breast cancer as well. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I've obviously had, being in a basketball program, you've had a lot of people that are closely affected. I personally have not had any personal stories as far as breast cancer goes, but a lot of people around me. We actually had an assistant coach last year. His wife is a breast cancer survivor. So this wasn't something that I just said, okay, my pink pants might be a little tight, but I just said, these are my pink pants, and I'm supporting a cause at the end of the day. My nails obviously are supporting the cause as well. Nobody's talking about those. So, you know, that's all it was in my mind was, oh, I got a pair of pink pants in my closet. Pink game's coming up. I'm going to wear my pink pants.
Right. Thank you.
Matt.
Well, first, Syndey, I just want to apologize for the sexism that brought you here. This deserves no explanation. You shouldn't have to do it. Nonetheless, I commend your grace in doing so. The question I have is, what message would you have for young women, you know, young girls especially, that are hearing this or seeing this and seeing this play out in terms of how they can continue to build their confidence and how you push past stupid people making stupid comments? And before you answer that, I also would like to ask how you live with yourself coaching out at that school way out there with the pigs and the hogs. That Texas A&M.
Hey, I'm going to need you to back your ass up, Matt.
I couldn't resist.
Matt, okay, first of all, Syndey, you got to realize Matt's silly ass live in Austin.
Okay, that's the first problem, Matt.
I couldn't resist.
But I mean, maybe I'm a little biased, but this is the best school to attend because nobody does it like us. You talk about culture and tradition.
Let them know. Let them know, Syndey. Let them know.
Nobody's touching us. There is literally the spirit of Aggie Land is a real thing. So, Matt, I invite you to step away from Austin and come get some real family atmosphere, because you ain't getting
whatever you gotta tell yourself, Syndey. Whatever you gotta tell you.
Because you know they ain't never concrete you in Austin.
But as far as my message, I mean, so last night before the game, our social media actually posted a photo of me kind of like strutting out the tunnel, and then you will see my players kind of just like hyping me up and just kind of mimicking my walk, just in solidarity of the confidence that they knew I was going to have walking back out after all this stuff has happened. But I think the biggest thing is that I want people to know that, like, what I live is just a reality for me. I'm not going to say something and not live it at the end of the day. So if I have a message, it's just that if you see me, I hope that you understand that you can actually be yourself. And I'm not just saying that and then you come around me and then you feel like you can't. I never want people to feel that way, because I'm just very confident, and I'm very unapologetic about who I am at the end of the day. And I just don't feel that anybody should have to diminish their light because people are uncomfortable with the fact that they are comfortable with themselves. So that message to just understand. Oh, I'm so sorry. To understand that it doesn't matter what people have to say at the end of the day. If you're comfortable with yourself and who you are, people are going to have something to say regardless. At the end of the day, that shouldn't matter. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised to be concerned with what people think about me or what they don't think about me. So that would be my message, just to continue to be confident, whether people have something to say or not, because somebody's going to find something to say.
This is the photo you were talking about as they were coming out. And so, yeah, you could tell in the photo you got your strut on.
Yes.
And so we see that. Now, what often happens when these things do go viral, you have different companies and other folks all of a sudden who see it and all of a sudden like, so you been getting phone calls from any clothing companies or designers since this story has gone viral?
I mean, right now I'm still trying to funnel through all of my messages and everything. I have seen some where people have said, like a lot of Black owned businesses where they're like, hey, we would love to make you a piece to wear to the game. I would love to send you a pantsuit. So I just haven't gotten around to actually like get to people. But I mean, I would love to do that. Obviously, I would love to have Adidas reach out to me. And say something about working or collabing with me.
Well, especially since they got a Black female chief marketing officer. You know what? I might hit her on LinkedIn and say you might want to hit a sister up.
Yeah, but I got to get through all of these messages because I mean I can't count how many there are, but I got to get through them to see if people are actually wanting to do something nice for me. I hope so.
And knowing how locker rooms are, I take it you've gotten a little ribbing from your players.
Yeah, so they obviously are always like, well, yesterday they immediately were like, okay, we can't wait to game 23. We know we got to win, but what you wearing for game 23? And I'm like, it's surprise. So yeah, I mean, but every game, they're literally like, that's the one. That's the one. And I'm like, okay, every game can't be the one, ladies. But I'm happy that like they've got somebody that they can actually relate to. I'm still young. I can still relate to the younger generation now in college. So that's what makes me happy is that they feel when they look at me, like some of them legitimately see themselves. They always say, when I'm a coach, I know I'm gonna dress like that. So that's the kind of response that I get from our kids.
And so, but can you please provide some help to my man, Coach Blair? I know it's his last year. He's retiring, but Coach Blair's my man. But I might need to send him a couple of ascots or something.
Well, he has actually done really well. He'll even come to me sometimes and be like, all right, Carter, what do you think? And so he actually had a really nice, one of our assistant coaches bought him a really nice like velvet maroon blazer this year. And he came out and he didn't ask me what would look good with it, but he came out with it and he had some nice black pants on this year. And I said, okay. Now, this I approve of. So typically, he'll ask me how it looks, and the other times he'll just go on and say he's been doing it for 50 years. He knows what he's doing.
So he run it by you. And so these here are some of the other photos Syndey has posted, y'all, on her social media page of her various outfits. And see, now you know, really, is that the Christmas dress, Syndey? That really? That's the Christmas one? Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm quite sure it's now definitely going to be a thing for the other Aggie fans who are at the game who beforehand hadn't really noticed or paid any attention. But again, hopefully that there are women, there are young girls across the country who will gain confidence themselves in your confidence and tell folks, I'm not sweating what you think because it doesn't matter. And by the way, just so folk know, because again, the dude who posted it, he was like a little upset. He's gotten lit up so hard, y'all. Yeah, y'all can go right here. He has protected his tweets. So he's gotten blown. And Michael, he's from Detroit. So this brother here, Wayne Walker, yeah, he has protected his tweets because y'all have been lighting him up. And so I'm gonna just zoom in. Y'all can see his photo right there. So Wayne, hey, next time you ask a question, you might want to think a little harder before you hit that send button because you might go viral too. So, Syndey, I appreciate it. It's good to chat with you. Thanks for coming on to talk with us. Good luck to the let my fellow Aggies know. And for all y'all who watching, let me be clear, okay? I ain't no bandwagon. I was supporting the women's basketball team a long time ago, and Coach Blair would call on me to even talk to the team. I've been to practice, so trust me, this ain't new. Tell Coach Kelly Bond I said what's up, and hopefully I will see y'all in March Madness and try to pay a visit when y'all take it to me and get back to the Final Four.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Syndey, thanks a lot. Gig 'em.
Bye.
Sorry, Matt, you can't do that.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you can't do that because and you know black and burnt orange don't go together. You know that.
Oh my goodness.
It don't go together. It don't only on Halloween does it go together. Yes, that's how we do it. All right, y'all. We gotta first of all, we're gonna be taking y'all phone calls. I'd love to hear what y'all have to think about what Lil Wayne Walker had to say. Like I say, y'all, he is protecting his Lil Wayne Walker in Detroit. At Wayne Walker 279, yeah, they've been lighting his ass up for the past few days. And so he tired of getting beat. I don't even know what his Facebook page is, but he feeling that heat. All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches! I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?